Yeah. Good morning, everyone. We have a few housekeeping things to do before we get started today. We have esteemed clerk of the court here. Thank you for coming out. We really appreciate you. I know your schedule's tight. Go ahead, start.
You want to come around?
Yeah, come around, go up front. This morning.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do swear
I do swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will, to the best of my skill
and I will, to the best of my skill
and judgment,
and judgment,
diligently
diligently
and faithfully,
and faithfully,
without partiality
without partiality
or prejudice,
or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
Liquor License Commissioners for Baltimore City,
Liquor License Commissioners for Baltimore City,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of the state.
And I do further swear
And I do further swear
that I will not for liquor,
that I will not,
or
liquor
or malice
or malice,
delay any person applying
delay any person applying to me
for any business
for any business
belonging to the office I officiate,
belonging to the office I officiate,
and that I will not,
and that I will not,
directly or indirectly,
directly or indirectly,
ask,
ask,
take,
take,
exact,
exact,
demand, or receive
demand, or receive
from or charge
from or charge
to any such person
to any such person
to my own use
to my own use,
any fee
any fee
or reward whatsoever
or reward whatsoever,
for any services
for any services
that I may do
that I may do
of said office.
as said office.
I will not wittingly
I will not willingly
or willingly
or willingly
charge other
charge other
or higher fees
higher fees
than are allowed by law.
than are allowed by law.
Good.
And if you can come right back up here, we're gonna send you your commission here from the city.
Family can come up, take a picture. Yeah, come on. Come on up, family. We'll take a picture with her, too. Take a picture with her. Ready? I want to.
Is official.
I want to welcome Commissioner Thomas to the board. You're going to be a great addition to our board. The governor made a great decision with bringing you here. Family and friends, raise your hand. I just want to acknowledge you guys in this end. You're supported by a lot of people, and we look forward to your the decisions that you're going to be making for the city of Baltimore. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another eventful day here at the Liquor Board. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, those in the room, and those watching on Charm TV. The October 23rd, 2025 proceedings of the Board of Liquor License Commissioners for Baltimore City will now begin. Please take this opportunity to turn off or mute all of your electronic devices. The board is now in session. Mr. Chair, just a few preliminary matters as well. On behalf of the staff, Commissioner Thomas, we would like to welcome you, and we also are excited to work with you. We have a great board here. There's great work being done here. I think we're going to really do some great things. So
I'm excited for
welcome.
the opportunity to serve.
Yes, ma'am. If you are here for a particular, thank you. If you are here for a particular case, please make sure you check the docket that is on the exterior of this room to make sure your case is being heard today, and so that you don't sit here all day waiting for a case that's not being heard. All right, and here we go. First case, Jennifer Lynn Dugas, 305 McMecken LLC, trading as the Tilted Row, 1517 Utah Place, Class B beer, wine, and liquor license request for a hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-2202. Please come forward.
Mr. Fogelman, how are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. I need to start getting here earlier because all the excitement seems to happen before 10:30.
Yes.
Stephen Fogelman on behalf of the licensee and the landlord, and Commissioner Thomas. It's been an honor to have the first matter before you and Commissioner Chambers and Chairman. Thank you. Okay, so this is the Tilted Row, a restaurant that served the community, the neighborhood very well for years. It's a tough business, so the Tilted Row, and packed it in. The new tenant is forthcoming, and so we've asked to preserve the life. Iron out those details and ask for 100.
Thank you. Any questions, Commissioners?
No question.
Any questions?
No.
All right. Based on your September 19th letter and your proffer made today, I vote to approve this 180-day hardship extension of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Based off of the information provided on September the 26th, I also vote to extend approval.
Thank you.
Based on the written requests received on September the 26th, 2025, and your proffer here today, I vote to approve the 180-day hardship extension for the Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Thank you.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
Thank you.
Maria Costello, Salt and Lime LLC, trading as Salt and Lime, 1718 Thames Street, Class B beer, wine, and liquor license. Request for a transfer hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-1705B. Please come forward.
Budinsky?
Good morning. For the record, Melvin Jaconeski, representing the applicants in this case. As indicated in the letter, having problems getting their permits and clearances from the Comptroller's office. And I don't know whether you saw the article or not, but they have 8,600 pending permit applications. It's causing a lot of problems with people trying to get their permits. Hopefully it'll straighten it out, but in this case here, we'd like to ask a 90-day extension for the transfer.
Yes. Commissioners, any questions?
No questions.
No.
Okay. Based on your September 30th letter and the proffer made today, I vote to approve this 90-day transfer hardship extension of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
I concur with the chairman. I vote to approve the hardship request,
I
90-day request.
I concur as well, based on the written request received today in your proffer. I approve the 90-day transfer hardship
Thank you.
extension.
Ms. Russell?
Like to exhibit for the record, Board Exhibit 1, email dated October 21st, 2025, from FPRA Association.
Gia Darden, Play Baltimore Restaurant and Lounge LLC, trading as Play Baltimore, 6820 Eastern Avenue. Application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license under the provisions of Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-903C2, requiring $500,000 in capital investment in restaurant fixtures and facilities, 51% of food sales, and seating capacity for a minimum of 75, but not more than 150 people. Requesting live entertainment, please come forward.
Previs, how are you?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Peter Previs on behalf of the applicants. I apologize for being late.
Thought we were going to have a stand-in for a second.
Yeah, I thank you, Mr. Hurdle. Thank you. This is an application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license. The premises had previously operated under another Class B restaurant license. The prior operator had went out of business, and the landlord had attempted to keep that license renewed, but was unsuccessful. So our new operator has now requested for a new Class B restaurant license. We have a proposed menu. We also have the certification from Mr. Melnick of the value of the improvements. There have been new improvements, but the place had substantially been built out from when the prior tenants had operated the establishment. The premises plans to operate much like the prior premises did, but most likely intention to run a tighter ship. The hours of operation will be the hours allowed for the license are 6 a.m. to 2 a.m., but the establishment will you be open for lunch at the beginning? Yeah, we would plan to have it open for lunch and dinner, and then continue on into the tavern business later on at night. There is a request under the prior use permit for live entertainment on the second floor and not on the first floor. I believe the seating capacity is 270 people. It's anticipated there would be 15 to 20 employees hired to operate this establishment. They will have it adequately staffed and as well have adequate security. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking this morning.
No.
Again, it continued to operate as it had previously done, but a much tighter ship.
Mr. Previs, is this the operator here?
This is Ms. Darden. She's the licensee. Is that your husband?
My dad.
Your dad. The dad is the owner, and then Ms. Evans. Stand up. Ms. Evans is going to be day to day. Come on up, Ms. Evans.
Are they going to testify or not?
Yeah.
Raise your right hand, please. Both of you.
Do you swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, can we get your first name?
Dana Evans.
Mr. Previs, I have a question though. On the seating capacity, you stated a number that I think may be outside of the realm of.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was amended down. That's right.
Just want to make sure, that's all.
Yeah. You had done that. You had amended the application to the
It's supposed to be, what, 75 to
750.
not more than 150 people on, yeah, so it was amended to what?
150.
To 150? It was? Okay. All right. That was my question. Is everyone going to be tip certified?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're the full-time manager.
Correct.
Make sure everything runs smoothly, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions, Commissioners?
One question. How's the relationship with the community?
You have communication with the community?
Yes. Out
Okay.
next door to the dentist's office.
Can you step up and speak up, please?
I'm sorry. Yes, the dentist's office, the car wash, the car rental spot enterprise is on the end. So yes, we have a relationship even with the signage people who makes the signs.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there may I ask, is there an existing MOU that you have put in writing with these businesses or with the community?
No, there's no MOU. We haven't. This is on Eastern Avenue, and it's a strip center, and it's a line of strip centers, and I guess the
It's
cemetery
actually-
is kind of up from you.
Yes.
There are some residences in the back, but you haven't had any contact or communication
No.
or troubles in the past with the
No, we have not.
neighbors.
So it's more like a commercial.
It's
Correct. It's a
definitely
commercial strip. Yes.
I have no more
Near
questions.
Mr. Maslin's office.
Correct. Yes.
He's right up the road.
Any other questions, Commissioners?
No question.
I have a side question.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious about your menu. Are you going to hand cut your fries? I'm being real
Oh,
serious.
no, actually, honestly, that's one of the chefs. That's one of his. He's known for that.
Okay.
Yes. So that's something that he actually wanted us to make sure that we emphasize on the menu.
Okay.
That's good. All right, based on your application materials properly made by council and testimony made today, I vote to approve this application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with live entertainment.
I concur with the chair. I vote to approve the application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license with live entertainment.
Thank you.
I also concur with the chair. I approve the new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license
With live
with live entertainment.
Thank you.
Ms. Russell,
No exhibits for the record.
good luck with everything.
Thank
you.
Wishes.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Gurdeel Singh and Elizabeth Anatado, Sheldon 2021 Inc., trading as Sheldon's Lounge, 4325 through 27 Bel Air Road, Class BD7, beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership. Please come forward.
Harvey, how are you today?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Sean Harvey, 309 South Conkling Street, Baltimore, 21224 for the applicant. Mr. Chairman and Commissioner, congratulations, Commissioner Thomas. Incidentally.
Thank you.
We're here because Mr. Singh is actually buying out his partner, Mr. Sandhu. There are three members of this, three shareholders of this corporation. Mr. Sandhu and Mr. Singh each own 47.5% of the outstanding shares. Mr. Sandhu is retiring, and Mr. Singh has been really the managing member of this corporation anyway. So it's just a continuation of the operation, and because there's a change in majority ownership, required a hearing and an application. So that's why we're here.
He's been involved the whole time.
Yes. Oh, yes. He's
Just taking over. Okay. Any questions, Commissioners?
No question.
No questions.
Based on your application materials, proffer made by council, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
I also vote to approve the application transfer and ownership of the Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership for this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Ms. Russell,
No exhibits for the record.
thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
John Papastefano, George Papastefano, and Eleni Fatiadou, Port House LLC, trading as Port House Gantry Tavern, 6500 Riverview Avenue. Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership, requesting delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
Mr. Hurtle, how are you?
Good, thank you. Abraham Hurtle on behalf of the applicants. Nice to meet you, Commissioner. This is a membership transfer between the existing operators and these two gentlemen. These two gentlemen actually happen to be the brothers of Miss Debbie Farakis, who's a current operator, and that's probably the biggest disadvantage they suffer is Debbie has a sister. She's a challenge. These gentlemen have significant restaurant experience, whereas Miss Debbie and Mr. George, the current licensees, have found that they're out of their depth a little bit. These gentlemen anticipate kind of bringing a stronger menu presence. I think there was a question with regards to the community. There is no MOU. This is a kind of a weird location. It's basically Baltimore County where they are. I think literally if you look at the map, they're against the county line effectively. So as long as they're disruptive in that direction, we're okay with the
We have jurisdiction
situation.
now.
So that's fine. And it's Baltimore County, not Anne Arundel, so it's totally fine. But no, they don't have live entertainment. That's something that we're probably going to pursue at some point in the future. I think the zoning is going to be a bit of a challenge there, and then we'll come back here. This is a place where a lot of the port workers go. It's changed hands 5 or 6 times over the last decade or so. I think it was like a Pickles at one point or something along those lines. And the goal is just to have good food in a place where people can enjoy a drink or two during their lunch break and then go operate heavy machinery if possible, but not drink and drive. That's not okay. Again, these gentlemen have significant restaurant industry experience. They're going to bring strong food to the location. There's been no issues with the community so far. I think they've been operating on a limited schedule, but again, right now I think they're allowed to be open 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. I think it's a situation where their goal was to be open probably 11 to maybe 11 or 12 most days. And if the customers demand or request, they would hope to be open a little later if it makes financial sense. If the board has any questions, we'd be happy to go from here.
I don't. Any questions?
One question, is the new owners liquor certified yet?
I believe they've taken the alcohol awareness. I think they maybe had it before they even started the process, is my understanding, again, given their industry experience.
Okay.
The goal would be to have anybody handling alcohol, not just the licensees, be alcohol awareness certified.
Questions?
No questions.
Based on the application materials, the proffer made today by council, I vote to approve this application transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with the delivery of alcoholic beverages.
I also vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership of the Class B wine and liquor license with live entertainment.
I vote,
6, right?
Five.
no,
No live entertainment, sorry.
live entertainment.
Sorry, Commissioner. But we'll take it if you guys want. It's great.
The Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
I amend my statement. I vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership of the Class B wine and liquor license.
I vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership of the Class B beer, wine, liquor license with the delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Daryl J. McCallum III and Michael P. Kennedy, D&M Sports Bar and Grill, LLC, trade name pending, 6317 through 19 Bel Air Road, Class B beer, wine, and liquor license application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment. Please come forward.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy. Thank you, Commissioners. Chairman Stephen W. Fogelman, on behalf of this outfit, D&M Sports Bar and Grill, LLC, at 6317 Bel Air Road. This place formerly was operated by Jeremy Freeman. It was operated by Casey Jenkins. It was one of his earlier projects, Birdland Cafe. They've been known for their karaoke and for their food for years. Mr. McCallum III is here, and Michael Kennedy. And Mr. McCallum and his father is the manager of the premises and does some of the cooking. Unfortunately, we had a little printer issue, so I only have 2 menus to share with you. But they do flatbreads, sandwiches, appetizers, and some fish and seafood as well.
Ms. Russell, when we're done. You have another one? Okay.
Although the name is changing, they're going to continue in the same direction as a sports bar. Oh, this is a drink menu. I'm sorry. And then I've got a food menu for you.
Yeah, this was the drink menu,
Yes.
and the food menu was already. Here's the food, here's the drink. Okay. Make sure Ms. Russell is, yeah.
Everyone here will be alcohol management certified. They will also train all employees who handle alcohol on proper alcohol management techniques and understanding customers, carding, anybody who appears to be under the age of 30. This is, for lack of a better term, this is known as a grown-ups kind of establishment. So they don't, uptown, they just don't get, a young crowd. So it's not really been an issue. And then you obviously have to analyze each potential customer as to whether or not they are already intoxicated. And these guys are young, but they're led, as I say, by Mr. McCallum's father, who does have alcohol management experience and hospitality experience. So they're known to the community. I know Mr. Freeman, the former operator there, has spoken with community leaders about the transition. And as far as I know, there's no objections whatsoever.
Who's Mr. McCollum?
I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman, Jeremy Freeman.
Yeah. Is Mr. McCollum, which one is?
This is Mr. McCallum here. And
His father's the one that's going to be, is he here?
And he's here. He's there present. And in fact, Mr. Kennedy.
He's been around and making sure everything is, you had the transmission.
And Mr. Kennedy's father is also involved and is also here.
Okay.
So there's definitely some supervision going on, even though these guys are
supervision.
they're
They're
adult humans.
yeah, but everybody, people are experienced. It's always good to have experienced people around. Yeah.
It's a family affair, family
it.
affair.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions?
No questions.
I have a question. You will not do any after hours?
No, absolutely not. I'm going to make all the rules and regulations very clear. This is an open business. It's open right now, and yet no, they will adhere to the 2 a.m. hard close. And what that really means, it doesn't mean you cut off drinks at 2 a.m. It means
everybody's out by 2 a.m. It means 1:30 last call. It means sometimes you have to give some tough love to a customer and say, you can't be here. You got to move. It's 1:45, but you got to finish it. You got to go. So
That's great.
Okay.
Based on the
Thank you.
application materials, the proffer made by council, the exhibits that were entered today, which are the menu and the drink menu that have been admitted today, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with the continuation of live entertainment.
I concur with the chair. I vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership of the Class B wine and liquor license with live entertainment.
I vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with live entertainment.
Ms. Russell?
And call exhibits for the record, Board Exhibit 1, food menu and cocktail menu.
Thank you so much. Good luck, guys. Thank you. All right.
Hang Lang Zhang and Helen C. Yu, Little Chang LLC, training as Ni Hao, 2322 Boston Street, Class BD7, beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership, requesting off-premises catering. Please come forward.
Morning again.
thank you. Good morning again, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Stephen Fogelman on behalf of the applicants. Mr. Pingling Chang, otherwise known as Peter Chang, is, quite frankly, one of the more famous clients I have. You talk to anybody who's a foodie from Philly to Williamsburg, and they know about his cooking. He is a James Beard Award winner, which is the highest honor I think you can get in that business. It's thank you. Yeah, everybody is. If you're a finalist, you hear about that. So when you actually win the thing, it's something. So he is Ni Hao in Canton. He's been affiliated with, but he's actually coming on the license now. Like I say, it's an intercompany transfer of ownership, as I mentioned, on the license. He also has a place that was licensed, but they weren't selling a lot of alcohol. Peter Chang up at Hopkins. And so that still exists as an entity and is doing great, but it's a lunch crowd for the medical staff, and they don't drink at lunch, so that's good. But we've got Q by Peter Chang at Bethesda, Peter Chang Gaithersburg, Peter Chang Columbia, Peter Chang Richmond, Williamsburg, Herndon, Crystal City, Charlottesville, Arlington, and a couple in Philly, including one in King of Prussia. So Mr. Chang and his family are very familiar with alcohol management, and it is a very food-centric place. People come for the food. They don't come for the happy hour. They don't come for the Ravens game or the Commanders game. They come for the food, and obviously some of those customers want to have a beverage while they're dining on this excellent cuisine. So it's more of a change on paper, but we're in good hands having Mr. Chang's name here in Baltimore and Canton. Thank you.
Very familiar with this restaurant. Any questions, Commissioner?
No questions.
No question.
All right. Thank you. Based on the application materials, proffer made by council today, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with off-premises catering.
I concur with the chairman. I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership of the Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with off-premises catering.
I concur as well. I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership of this Class BDC 7 beer, wine, and liquor license with off-premise catering.
Ms. Russell,
No exhibits for the record.
congratulations on your new addition.
Yeah. And thank you all. Appreciate you.
Best of wishes.
Edward W. Reynolds, Clout Southern Cuisine and Lounge, LLC, trading as 1865 Steak, Seafood, and Liquors, 1602 through 08 Thames Street, Class BD7 Beer, Wine, and Liquor License, application to transfer ownership from a secured creditor with continuation of live entertainment and outdoor table service, requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
Abraham Hurdle on behalf of the applicant. I have a memorandum of understanding. Can I approach?
Yes, is that
And we
the
have-
one? Is that one signed?
This one's signed.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Hurdle?
This is a BD7 location. I'm not sure if people are familiar with the location. When you come down Thames Street, this location has a large kind of walled-off courtyard. They have a significant indoor space. Significant renovations have been occurring over the last 6 to 8 months to get it ready to go. We've had a lot of challenges with those renovations. The city's new e-permit system with Excella it's difficult. It's very challenging, and it creates any number of obstacles that make things difficult. But it appears that we are very close to being ready. I think my clients have indicated that they're possibly about a week or two away from having all the build out ready to go and being finished in terms of their final inspections. The MOU covers some of the hours. Live entertainment, I believe, and I apologize, I gave you my one copy. I believe live entertainment is to cease at 11 and midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. There's also some restrictions with regards to the patio usage because we want to keep the hours, the noise down for the neighbors. We spent a couple of meetings with the community group in an effort to try to understand their concerns and address them. Again, this is going to be a very food-focused place, but we do want to have kind of a lively atmosphere in that courtyard. When I say lively, I don't mean that it's going to be a club. I don't mean that it's going to be like a beach club or anything like that. It's just that there's going to be people seated out there, and we anticipate there'll be the kind of normal restaurant noises. But again, we want to cut that off at a certain hour so the neighbors do get some peace and quiet, because there are neighbors very much in proximity right around the corner. I think technically this building has two addresses. One is the Thames side, and there is an address on, is it Bond?
That's Side Street.
I think it's Bond.
Yeah,
it's Bond. So they actually have an exit on Bond Street that is adjacent to residential neighbors. That's not going to be an exit for patrons by any means, but it is one of the doors, like out of the kitchen, for example. So again, the goal is to make sure that we are respectful of the neighbors whenever possible and to go from there.
Is this the location across from the furniture store? I'm just trying to get it in my head.
Yeah, I mean, we're, again, across from Bond Street Social, which, Bond, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I
Yes,
just
correct.
wanted to visually.
I think there's like a candy store half a block down that has an Annapolis location. I see that there's a question that was passed along. No?
So there's a bar in the corner, then there's the next spot right with the courtyard. But is there an exit?
What's interesting is this location actually isn't the corner location.
It's the one beside.
It's actually a different bar that's a corner location, which is kind of a tiny, I don't want to say divey, I don't want to be negative, but I mean, I think it's just a tiny little bar in the corner. This place kind of encompasses that by being a big stretch on Thames, and then one of the rear buildings, I guess, technically has a Bond address.
Okay.
We've helped with some water bills in the past because their water bills are billed to the Bond Street address, which has been also fun because if there's like 4 or 5 accounts when there should only be one.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the location. You have to walk through the courtyard kind of to get in.
Exactly. And it's kind of once you get in there, it's a deceptively large space from outside, in my experience.
Close at 11 on Friday and Saturday, 12 a.m.
I don't think the hours are closing at 11. I think it's going to be the outdoor
courtyard.
seating. Correct.
Yeah, the
Correct.
courtyard. And 50 people in the courtyard, that's the maximum. So you agree to abide by that. The MOU that's been here and signed by all the parties. Okay.
And we've given the neighbors some cell phone numbers for the 2 primary operators. As much as I like to say that these places never have problems, I don't think that's ever going to be the situation. It's one of these things where it takes a lot of kind of back and forth and balancing, and things kind of settle in over time. The goal isn't to be really disruptive and then pull back, but on occasion, for any number of reasons, there might be an issue. We want to be able to be receptive to those calls so we can make adjustments on the fly.
I'm sure you explained that, especially at Fells Point, how we have the constant issues with the community.
It's
making sure that you're.
It's a balance. You got to be respectful. I think everyone, if they're respectful of both the fact that there is the kind of area you're in, both neighbors and commercial, that it tends to work better. These gentlemen have other restaurants. I think that their restaurant group that they're associated with has restaurants in D.C. I think you guys opened one about 3 or 4 months ago down in D.C.
About a month and a half ago.
Month and a half ago.
Then we have another one we opened about 6 months ago.
Raise your right hand, please.
You swear affirm under you swear affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
And the other locations, they are similarly kind of high-end cuisine restaurants. Is that correct?
Yes, they're high-end cuisine restaurants. We serve, seafood, steak, a little bit of
high-end drinks and high-end everything. So we have live music there also.
That's great.
And that one main restaurant and the other one we have on Connecticut Avenue. There's a smaller little tavern, but those are high-end food also.
Perfect. Thank you. Any questions, Commissioners?
I have one question. How long have you been in the business?
In the restaurant business for about 4 years.
And how long has your partner been in the business?
Even longer than that, probably around 10 years, 10, 15 years.
So if you see the, Mr. Chairman Fells Point, make sure you call him.
Okay.
Seems to know too much about down there.
3 years, but yeah, you should card me. Any questions?
I do have a question about your cigar lounge. You have is that a separate space from your dining?
Separate space.
Okay.
Completely separate.
Okay.
Correct. There's a lot of challenges with the usage of smoking, not smoking. There's loopholes in the health code. It's a whole thing to get those.
Yeah, I was
things
just
taken care of.
curious of how it would affect the 51% of total sales for your food.
Well, this is a tavern license, so we're
It's
not.
a tavern? Okay.
We don't anticipate, to be very clear, we think the food sales, given the cost of the food and the entrees and similarly priced cocktails, we still anticipate food to make up probably in the neighborhood of about 70 to 75% of the total tab. Any sort of cigars in terms of that, we would anticipate it to be, I don't want to say it's going to be de minimis, but it's more of an accessory. And again, right now, that is not finalized, it's not concluded, so it's not a part of the business. It's anticipated. But we would anticipate that to be, I think the case law says that less than 3% doesn't account for a financial interest or something like that. We don't think it's going to be a very significant percentage of sales ultimately.
Thank you. Based on the application materials, proffer made by council, testimony that was given today, and the exhibits that were entered, which consist of a memorandum of understanding that's been endorsed by the parties and the community. This is the Fells Point Residents Association. I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership from a secured creditor of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with the continuation of live entertainment, outdoor table service, off-premises catering, and the delivery of alcoholic beverages, subject to this MOU as enforceable by law.
I concur. I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, liquor license with continuation of live entertainment, outdoor table service, off-premise catering, and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
I vote to approve that.
And it's subject
I'm sorry.
to the MOU.
I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership of the Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with continuation of live entertainment, outdoor table service, off-premises catering, and delivering of alcohol beverages was subject to the MOU.
Thank you. Ms. Russell?
I close exhibits for the record. Board Exhibit 1, MOU between applicants and Fells Point Resident Association.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. May I be excused? Thank you.
Zenting, Charles Cowell, Jason Jose Acevedo, Rosario, Castle Seafood, Inc., trading as Castle Seafood Restaurant, 3720 Poteet Street, Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license. Violation of Rule 3.12, General Welfare for loud music on August 11th, 2025. Violation of Rule 3.092, restroom facilities and health regulations on August 11th, 2025 for a violation of Baltimore City Health Code Section 9-3062, one little I. Violation of Rule 3.12, General Welfare on August 23rd, 2025, loud music. Violation of Rule 3.092, restroom facilities and health regulations on August 23rd, 2025. Violation of Baltimore City Health Code Section 9-3062, one little I. Violation of Rule 4.16, illegal activity on August 23rd, 25. Outdoor patrons standing instead of being seated and served at outdoor tables as required by BMZA Resolution 240-04. Please come forward.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Peter Previs on behalf of the licensees Zingtown, Zingting, Charles Cow, and Jason Acevedo Rosario. With me today here is Mr. Robert Walston, who is the manager of the premises.
Is this going to be an admission?
No.
Okay, everybody raise your right hand.
Mr. Chair, I think in the effort of being safe, any agent who's going to be testifying at any further case, if you could raise your hand, get everybody sworn in at once. Do you swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes.
Mass swearing in. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Let's start with you.
Good morning, Inspector Jordan. On August 11th, myself and Agent Todd Hope responded to the location. We were responding to a 311 at 1 a.m. As we approached the area, we got stuck on a red light at the intersection of Potee and Patapsco, and that was approximately 700 feet away. We could hear the music already as we were approaching. When we parked our car across the street, of course, we could still hear the music. Agent Todd Hope entered with the police. There was a unit parked outside, so they tagged along with us. And when going in, there was a DJ set up by the doors, which led to the outside area. There was 2 speakers set up outside. They were told to close the doors and bring the speakers in. They complied, and the violation was issued.
Be there on the next one, August 23rd?
Yes. August 27th, 22nd into the 23rd. It was, I think, almost midnight when we headed out there. Also responding to a 311 complaint. Parked across the street, approximately 395 feet away, and we could hear the music. We approached. We saw the DJ also set up in the same area, the doors open leading to the patio area, and a speaker set up outside. In addition to that, there was numerous people, guests just standing around, and not seated. And we captured some video of that. And also I verified that per their BMZA, which states that all the patrons must be seated and served by the wait staff. I spoke to the gentleman and issued the violation with no issues.
Any more testimony?
That's all.
Okay. Questions?
Inspector Jordan, on the August 11th incident, just so it's clear, the DJ was on the inside of the premises, is that correct?
Yes, near the doors leading to the outside, very as close as you can get to it without being in the way.
Okay, and when you got there, the doors were open?
Yes.
And there were speakers outside?
At that time, there was 2 speakers.
Okay. All right. And who did you speak to Mr. Walston that evening?
That day, it was I remained outside while Agent Todd Hope spoke to one of the officers that was parked outside and grabbed him and went in with him while I remained, still observing outside.
Okay. So, but in your testimony, you indicated that that the staff complied with the request and.
Yes, there was. When she came back, there was no. She directed them to put the speakers inside and close the doors, and they did.
Okay. And then on August 22nd into August 23rd, again, the DJ was on the inside?
Yes, same setup.
Same setup, the speakers were on the outside?
Yes, one speaker.
One speaker. And you asked them to close the doors and take the speaker in?
Yes.
And they complied? Okay. Do you have a copy of the DMZA resolution that you're relying on?
Yes, I have the area that that just specifies that part of it where they must be seated.
Okay, there will be no outdoor bar, there will be no jukebox or other form of live entertainment, and all patrons must be seated for dining. That's what you're
Yes,
relying on.
and served by the wait staff.
Okay. And you're saying there were some people outside?
There was numerous people. There wasn't seating for the people that were out there. It's just bar tops, bar height tables. There was some random stools, but most of the people were just standing.
Sections all around.
All right. What's that?
Sections all around.
Okay. All right, thank you. I have no further questions.
Go on.
Okay. Mr. Walston, you were sworn?
Yes.
Okay. And state your name for the record.
Robert Walston.
Okay. And you are the
Manager.
current manager of the
Yes.
Castle Seafood?
Yes.
All right. How long have you been there?
Since July 10th of 24.
Okay. Now, in the liquor board synopsis for the hearing today, there are some violations here. You were present for and in charge for the very most recent prior to this incident, November 7, 24.
Yes.
Liquor board violation.
Yes.
But you weren't around for the prior ones.
No.
Okay. And from your understanding, be it right or wrong, but from your understanding for this violation, what is it that you were to do to comply so that you wouldn't be in violation again?
To not have the DJ set up and playing music outside.
Okay. So it was your understanding from what occurred at the prior hearing that if you pulled the DJ in?
If I pulled the DJ in, that from my understanding, if the DJ came in, that it wasn't considered live entertainment outside. Like last year, I paid the fine for the DJ being set up outside testing the sound. His laptop was outside. That was the fine. I paid it.
Okay. And that charge was live entertainment without authorization?
Yes.
That was because the entertainment was outside?
Yes.
So again, right or wrong, understood properly or misunderstood, you thought that you were being in compliance by pulling the DJ in?
In the inside, yes.
Even though there were still speakers outside?
Yes.
Okay. And there were speakers inside as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, with regard to are you the full-time manager?
Yes.
Okay. And were you present on August 11th, the first of these two?
I wasn't, no.
You weren't there? Who was there in charge?
A young lady, her name is Janae.
Speak up for the record.
Her name is Janae.
Okay. And your understanding, she complied?
From my understanding, yes.
She cooperated with the liquor board and the police?
Yes.
Okay. And did you receive a call?
Yes.
All right. Were you able to go down there on that occasion?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Now, on the second occasion, August 22nd into August 23rd, were you present?
No.
Okay. And did you get a call?
Yes.
Okay. And everyone was instructed to cooperate with the liquor board?
Yes.
Right? Okay. All right. Now, this is the first time you've ever hired me. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you've got some other issues. So tell the board, is the place currently open and operating?
No.
Why is that?
Because the fire department came and said we needed a sprinkler system.
Okay. And is this the first time you've ever, so you had a fire permit, it did not require a sprinkler?
Yes.
And now the fire department is indicating that you will need a sprinkler?
Yes.
Have you taken action to get a sprinkler system?
Yes.
What have you done?
I had 2 companies come out and do measurements and estimates, and I'm just waiting to hear back.
Okay. So you've retained somebody?
Yes.
To comply with the
the
legal
accident.
requirements?
Yes.
And to speak with the fire department with regard to
yes,
what is needed, what isn't needed?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with regard to the outdoor table service that's in your zoning, your VMZA authorization, okay, do you now understand that outdoor table service is different from a restaurant or a tavern designation, and it indicates that people have to be seated
Yes.
For dining,
Yes,
not go to the bar and get a drink and walk around.
correct.
Okay. Now, tell me the configuration of the outdoor area.
You walk outside where the DJ usually is. It's outdoor seating all around, and it's high top tables in the middle as well.
Can you look at the screen behind you? Would that help? Is that what you're describing?
Yeah. So that's it. These are all sections and tables where people can see. Like all it goes from here back there, and all it comes back down this side. And these are the high top tables with the seats.
And you have a full menu?
Yes.
You have servers?
Yes.
And they serve at those tables?
Yes.
And the booths as well?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Pretty good to me. All right, so prior to your close because of the fire department sprinkler issue, were you operating on the outside?
Prior, yes.
Okay, but now it's closed.
Yeah, it's closed. So
Do
I
you
can
operate when it's cold out there?
Not really, no.
Okay, but you would still operate on the inside?
Yeah, I was still operating on the inside, yeah.
Okay. All right. And as far as sound levels, you've always cooperated with anyone as far as if it was disturbing to someone that you would turn the music down?
Yes, yes, for sure.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions if the board has questions.
All right. Mr. Olson. It sounds like you comply after the fact every time. Once you figure something out, you comply with the sound once you're told that it's too loud or I want to move to Exhibit 7. Have you looked at Exhibit 7?
Yeah, that one's in the back.
It's in the packet, yeah. It's in the packet. And in this picture, this is on the night of the incident. And Inspector Jordan, did you take this picture?
Yes.
Okay. And it seems like there are no chairs around the tables. Everybody was standing.
Yes.
Happened.
To the far end, yes.
Yeah. What happens when it goes on the website, Mr. Chairman, is this beautiful black photo with 3 white dots.
I can see it. In
Yeah.
this. Would you like to see it?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. We have someone here from the community? Please. Did you?
Oh,
Can you get to the mic right here? And you were sworn in also, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay, can you speak? Please speak in the mic and identify
Janet
yourself.
Eveland. I'm with a community organization called Action Baybrook. We are the community organization for Brooklyn, Curtis Bay, and Brooklyn Park.
You have something to say on this case?
Yes,
Please.
yes, I do, Mr. Chair. Sorry, thank you. With respect to this particular licensee, I know the chair has seen us here many times in the past. This is not the first time. This particular licensee has a long history of violations.
8.
I'm sorry?
I see 8 in here.
Yeah, and the only reason they don't have more is because we don't bother to call 311 anymore, because what happens? Somebody shows up, then they turn the music down. And then the next night, it's up again. So part of the reason it's just me this time instead of so many people is they said, what's the point? We go to the liquor board and nothing happens. And I would point out that the condition of the license, it doesn't say only live entertainment. It says no jukebox or live entertainment. That's because this is 2004. There weren't DJs. But the point is, this bar is within 100 feet of 50 houses. These people have children. These children can't sleep. Those things, I mean, you heard the inspector talking about how far away she could hear it. And that I live 4 blocks away from this establishment. I hear it. It rattles my windows. So that gives you an indication of how loud it is. I would add that these are 2 violations in 2 weeks, and they are not the first violations. I would also point out, if the commissioners are interested in listening to or watching the video from the last time we were here, I might quote you, Mr. Chair. If these violations continue, then there will be appropriate remedies in the future. If there is one more time, then the result could be completely different. Your license could be revoked or suspended. You could receive a $20,000 fine. And further, if this happens again, it is not going to be pretty. Community members are hoping it's not pretty for these people who continuously violate. It's not new. They know, to say, oh, because the DJ isn't outside. That's not the point. The point is the music is outside, and it's loud. And Project X foam party at Gargolas, this was September 3rd, 2024. Project X foam party, presented by whoever, the crew and unpronounceable. This is one you don't want to miss. Inside and out, live performances. This is the kind of thing, if I was more sophisticated, I could have pulled a lot more of them up off the internet, but we aren't, and we don't have that kind of time. And we are hoping that this commission will revoke the liquor license for this establishment. Thank you.
Any questions, Commissioner?
One question. I see too that the inspector said between midnight and 1 a.m. that they were called. Council, does your establishment know anything about a noise ordinance at a particular time? Is there any noise ordinance?
They've also been 311 consistently for noise ordinances, but we found that what happens is when the police show, they turn down. When the police go away, they turn it up.
My question is there a noise ordinance?
In the Baltimore City Code Health Ordinance section, there is a section that says that at a particular time, I believe it's 10 p.m., that whatever the decibel max listed would go down by 5 decibels.
Inspector Jordan, can you come back up here? Every time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Did you have something else to say?
No, I just noticing that Councilwoman Porter was here.
Okay, I'll acknowledge her in a second. Can you address the noise violation and how far you were and how you determined that?
Well, technically, it's within 50 feet. And with this location, we judged it even as far as at the intersection of Potee and Patapsco, and that was like 700 feet, I believe. And then even across the street at the Dollar General, that's almost 500 feet. So that's how loud it is.
Council.
Thank you. Inspector Jordan, you're referring to a section of the health ordinance that applies to people walking down the street with a boombox or a car driving by?
Just noise disturbance.
Okay, well, there's a difference between noise disturbance and hearing any sound whatsoever. The noise ordinance that you're referring to says that if a person is walking down the street with a boombox and I can hear it from more than 50 feet or more away, then I've committed a violation of that particular section. The law does not apply to a commercial establishment.
It doesn't, I mean, you said if someone's walking down the street and it doesn't say that, so.
Well, it does.
I hear what you're saying, you're interpreting.
Yeah. I mean, there's another section that applies to commercial establishments, but it's not 50 feet. But the real issue with a commercial establishment is what is the decibel level? There are no measurements here, and does that actually disturb the neighborhood? I think it would be a First Amendment violation to say that a commercial establishment cannot have any sound emanating from more than 50 feet from its premises or is subject to a misdemeanor. That's a totally different intent behind that law, and that's for people driving their cars and walking down the street with loud music.
Yeah, I understand your interpretation, and you've made this argument
I
before.
made it up before.
Yeah, but thank you for placing it on the
But
record.
disturbing the peace it is totally applicable to a licensed establishment. I'm not trying to say that it's not.
And you're saying in this matter, you said, I know this is not an admission, but it seems as if your client is stating that he's corrected the issues after they've been placed forward. Is that is that your
Exactly.
contention?
Yes.
Is the councilwoman here? Porter. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Have you been sworn in yet?
Yes. 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 So wrote a letter of opposition for this particular establishment because residents continue to reach out to the office regarding noise complaints, regarding other violation issues that have not been captured today. And so just here to, one, answer any questions that you all may have. But just to clarify on the noise ordinance, sir, I believe what you're referring to is the quiet hours. And it's from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And so it is enforceable in commercial zones as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be someone walking past or a boombox. It is noise in general. If a inspector goes up with a decimeter and hears the noise and can review the noise up to 90 decimeters, then it is in violation of the noise ordinance for the city of Baltimore.
I tend to agree with you, but
Yeah.
the specific section cited here in the violation.
Yeah.
is the boombox ordinance. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that other sections of the law are not.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you.
Questions, commissioners? No. And do we have a video that from the night? Can we play the video? We're almost ready.
I believe that video was taken by Agent Todd Hope, from what I remember. And that is at the end of their parking lot, so that would be halfway to the Dollar General, so maybe like 250 feet away, maybe.
Any questions?
I'm sorry, from whose parking lot?
The I think it's the Dollar General across the street.
Okay, but the parking lot that we're looking at is the establishment's parking lot.
Yes, that's the end of their parking lot, the establishment.
Okay. All right.
Any other testimony?
No.
Any other questions for the commissioners?
One question. How have your client been trying to be good neighbors with the community? It's kind of alarming. You have the councilwoman here, and I'm not sure if he understands, the business understands how important that is when you have elected officials coming to hearings.
Mr. Walston, I've just been retained by you, so I don't have a history, but can you address the board?
I've been to meetings before. I've had back to school events in the parking lot with the sound with the speakers and stuff outside. I've gave away book bags. I do stuff for the community. I reach out about certain things. About when I'm able to make a meeting, I go. I'm trying to be a good neighbor. I've only been managing this establishment for a year. I don't know what else I can do to try to be a better neighbor.
When is the sprinkler system supposed to be completed?
So they had to come do measurements, and when they do measurements, they had to do the drawing. So I have to wait for the drawing to. It's really no completion date because I have to get the drawings back and then go from there. Like I haven't even. They just came and did the measurements. Maybe Cintas came the beginning of this week.
Councilwoman Porter, have you spoken to Mr. Walston?
Yeah, so just to recollect, at our last liquor board hearing when we were in the older building, I told you all to reach out to the office. One, to maintain a connection, and number two, if there are any issues where community is reaching out to us, for you all to come to the table. And I also shared with you all that you all need to be, and I say this with a few of my establishments that are in this situation, having a log of when the police are called, so that when you come to these types of hearings, it shows that you are proactive in a way that is showing that you all are working collaboratively with community. So I believe I spoke with you and the other young lady.
I think
You had another attorney present, I believe.
Yeah. I remember you from the last building. I think I've emailed your assistant before.
Sure.
About trying to get you to come to the back to school event. And
Sure.
I think her name Nikki.
She doesn't work. She hasn't worked in my office in a year.
Yeah, so but I invited you to come to the back to school
Sure.
thing, and she said that you wasn't available. I've done give backs.
Sure.
She just
So I think, but I also want to just recollect also, even if I do not attend these back to school events, it's incumbent on you to be a good neighbor. And so being a good neighbor, from my vantage point, is in the middle of the night, people can't sleep.
Okay.
And so they are calling my literal cell phone and they are calling my office. And so, again, it's not necessarily incumbent upon back to school drives, book bag giveaways. I am truly grateful, and I'm pretty sure that community members are grateful. What I am talking about and what we are all talking about from a community standpoint is exactly what is exhibited here during this hearing, like noise, patrons. That's what we're talking about. Book bags and giveaways, I appreciate you, but we really need to, one, make sure that we are aligning with the law and also what's being discussed in these liquor board hearings. Thank you.
Also, that's why I asked the question. 2 violations in 2 weeks, that's not being a good neighbor. Inspectors come out one time, okay, I got you. But within 2 weeks, the same violation, that seems like your client is not trying to be a good neighbor. And you in business to make money, coming in front of the liquor board, it's not good for your business. Thank you.
All right. Any questions?
I do have a question. Can you tell me some of your managerial experience in operating? Your managerial experience in operating a hospitality business. Do you have any? Is this your first one?
Yeah, that's my first one. Yeah.
Ready.
Mr. Chairman, just to clarify, this is anecdotal, but in a recent transfer that I had where the sprinkler system wasn't updated, the fire department gave a 90-day temporary in order to fix, not install from the get-go, a sprinkler system. So you're probably talking with plans, plan submittal, approval of plan submittal, beginning the contract. You're probably talking 60 to 90 days.
Okay. Anything else?
No, just the arguments that we made. And
I'm ready to move forward. Based on the charging documents, the testimony that was given today, I find a violation of Rule 3.12 General Welfare on August 11th, 2025. Also find a violation of Rule 3.092 Restroom Facilities and Health Regulations on August 11th. I find a violation of Rule 3.12 General Welfare on August 23rd. Also find a violation of Rule 3.092 Restroom Facilities and Health Regulations August 23rd, and a violation of Rule 4.16 Illegal Conduct on August 23rd, 2025. For each of those violations, I issue a $2,500 fine for each violation, and I'm also issuing a 5-month suspension on this establishment. I do that because I feel like I see that you're trying some, but you're still toting the line when it comes to some of these violations. There's a long history. There are 8 violations in the past. I know you're saying that you weren't here for all of those, but you got the live entertainment correct, but then you put the speakers outside of the door. The two main issues were the outdoor table service. It's clear that people were setting up and drinking at the time. And at this point, it seems as if you're not in control of the establishment. I know you weren't there on these occurrences, but you have to be in control of the establishment. You have to be in control of the employees there. You have to follow the rules and regulations of the liquor board and the community. And it's not just with Councilwoman being here. You're part of the community, and you have to figure out a way to be cognizant of those issues and make those changes. And until you understand, and I feel like we've given multiple chances to you or this establishment and the licensee to make the appropriate changes. And we try not to go too far and give businesses chances, but at this point, I feel like this is going to be the only way for you and the establishment and the licensee to understand that this is serious and that this can't happen again. So you have 30 days to pay the fine also.
I concur with the chair. I find for violation Rule 3.12, violation Rule 3.00092, violation Rule 3.112, and violation Rule 3.092 for restroom facilities and regulations, and also violation 4.16, illegal conduct. Each serve a violation of $2,500 with 30 days to pay with 5 months suspension. Thank you.
On the basis of the testimony presented here and the evidence submitted by the inspector and the concerns raised by the community and Councilwoman Porter, I also find violation of Rule 3.12, general welfare on August the 11th, violation of Rule 3.092, restroom facilities and health regulations. I find violation of Rule 3.12, general welfare on August 23rd. I also find violation of Rule 3.092 for restroom violations on August 23rd, and violation of Rule 4.16 of illegal conduct on August 23rd, in addition to paying the fine within the 30 days and 5-month expense.
The $2,500 fine.
$2,500 fine for each violation.
Ms. Russell.
Any cause of for the record, Board Exhibit 1, violation report, Agent Tudhope. 2, MAP. 3, service request report dated 8/11/25. 4, service request report dated 8/11/25. 5, service request report dated 8/11/25. 6, violation report, Inspector Jordan. 7 through 8, photos. 9, MAP. 10, letter from Action Baybrook dated 10/21/25, and 11, letter from Councilwoman Porter's office dated 10/22/25.
Hopefully, I know you still have to get the sprinkler system, and it's going to take some time. Hopefully, you can take this time to get things together, talk to your council, talk to the community during this time, and if you decide to open it, make sure that you guys are in line with our rules and regulations, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aisha Ali and Myrtle Johnson, The Spot, LLC, trading as The Spot, 1171 through 73 West Hamburg Street, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Violation of Rule 4.181, alterations on July 5th, 2025. Patrons utilizing the unlicensed outdoor deck without permission from the board. Violation of Rule 4.182, alterations on July 5th, 2025. Patrons utilizing the unlicensed outdoor deck without permission from city agencies. Violation of Rule 3.02A, cooperation on September 13th, 2025, failing to sign a hearing summons and refusing Inspector Brown entry into the licensed establishment. Violation of Rule 4.181, alterations on September 22, 2025. Patrons utilizing the unlicensed outdoor deck without permission from the board. And finally, violation of Rule 4.182, alterations on September 22nd, 2025. Patrons utilizing the unlicensed outdoor deck without permission from city agencies. Please come forward.
Can you identify yourself?
I'm Aisha Ali.
You are.
Don Tricott.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Do you swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And can you state and spell your name again?
Dontray. Don Trey. Last name is Cotton. Cotton.
Go for it.
Agent Chase, on July 5th, 2025, at approximately 8:32 p.m., Inspector Bass Myers and myself responded to a 311 complaint for customers smoking hookah outside on the deck. When we arrived, we conducted a full routine inspection. Upon our observation, we seen people sitting and standing on the deck. We spoke with Mr. Cotton. At the time, I was unsure if they could utilize the deck area. Due to the wording on the liquor license, it stated continue to use entire premise. We came back to the office to check to see with admin staff if they could utilize the deck area, and the answer was no. So we wrote a violation for patrons utilizing the deck area without authorization.
Going to the next one, September 13th.
On September the 3rd, Inspector Brown, Baltimore City Liquor Board. On September the 13th, I, Inspector Brown, and Agent Chase went to the spot to serve a hearing notice. Upon arrival, I introduced myself and advised the reason I was there. The manager disagreed and called his lawyer. I waited for additional 20 minutes listening to the manager about how he used the patio for crabs on Friday nights and other occasions. I asked him to please call the licensee, and he went on to tell me she was out of town due to the death of her dad. I then asked if he was going to sign, and he told me no. I advised him that a violation for non-cooperation would be written and that I would be going back to my car to retrieve my clipboard. When I came back to the door, he advised he is not allowing me to enter the establishment. I did advise him that a violation still would be written, and I left without incident.
Hold on one second. I want to make sure I understand who advised you that you couldn't go back into the establishment.
Yes, he didn't give me his name. It was an older gentleman. He told me I couldn't go back in. He wasn't allowing me back in.
September 22nd.
Agent Perez. September 22nd, a 301 complaint was received at 6:55 p.m. I arrived at the location at 8:05 p.m. Upon my arrival, I observed heavy traffic, foot traffic, and vehicular traffic in the vicinity of the establishment due to the Raven home opener that evening. I also observed the front door open, and music was clearly audible from outside. I didn't find the music volume to be disturbing. However, I did observe several patrons seated at the deck consuming food and beverage. I made contact with the manager that night, Dontray Cotton, and I advised him of the complaint. I instructed him to close the front door, which he immediately complied. I also advised him that he will be receiving a violation for utilizing the deck without the board's approval or any other city agency.
Thank you. Ms. Ali?
Yes. I'm sorry.
I just want to ask you what you want to do today. We can do it in two ways. We can have a full-out hearing, or you can make an admission, and you can also, with that admission, just explain what happened if you make an admission, and then we can make a decision on the penalty.
I want to explain.
You want to admit that you were wrong for these violations?
For
or do you want
for some things, not all.
Okay. Do you want to tell us which days? Let's start from the first.
I wasn't here for any of the days, but I wanted to explain as far as the deck, because we did go through a contractor and he pulled permits, and then we didn't realize till 3 years later that he never completed the final inspection. So we didn't realize until the liquor board told us that we weren't able to use the deck. So I've been trying to go to the permit office to figure out what to do so that we can use the deck. But they're saying that we have to go through the contractor. I can't find the contractor. I've been reaching out, calling the company, can't find them. So I'm not clear on what to do. Okay. So that point on the deck, that's what I wanted to say. When the gentleman came out for It was the Ravens opening. That crowd is not just my crowd. That is the stadium crowd, and it is super busy in that area. So to get a complaint on just us, I don't think that's realistic because that area, there's police officers there. There's somebody that rents the parking lot that have people parked there. So it's not just our crowd.
That's the September 22nd violations, is that?
I don't know which date that was.
And you were there also during that date? You're the manager, Mr. Cotton,
Yes,
on
I
that
was
date?
there.
Okay, so Agent Perez, can you come back up here? You're the one that did the violations on that date.
Yes.
You guys have any questions for Agent Perez? And we're dealing with that September 22nd date. You can ask any questions you
I
have.
just basically want to say the same thing. She was basically saying that it's the Ravens game. We are 2 minutes away from the Ravens Stadium. We have multiple, like 6 or 7 different tailgates going on around us as well. So for noise complaint to come in on us, it's like, how can you really know where the noise is coming from? If you got 6 or 7 different tailgates and all of them got speakers outside.
That is not our, it's
That's
not
not
our,
coming from us.
yeah.
How far is the distance of the other tailgates in your establishment?
They're all around. They're,
Estimate.
like across the street. you can't, it's like that close.
The violations that you gave on that day were the alterations, correct?
It was just for the alterations. I didn't find any disturbance at
Okay.
the establishment. The establishment was not crowded. Music to me was acceptable.
Okay.
It was just for the use of the deck solely.
The use of the
Okay.
deck on that day. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, we are using a deck, but I didn't realize until 3 years later that the guy never did the final inspection.
Yeah, we kind of lost on didn't have permission, or we were doing something without permission when we had permits and everything pulled to build this deck. So we're trying to get more understanding or clarification when they say we don't have permission or we're doing something without permission when we got permission and full permits.
you understand what you need to do now to get it?
Well, I've been
Board, have you
going there,
talked-
but they won't, it's like, I don't know what to do. Nobody's like telling me what to do. It's not like an easy fix. And I'm not sure what to do.
When you leave here,
honestly.
we'll make sure that you can talk to our staff also.
Please,
So from
thank you.
there are multiple players, obviously, to get this done, but we want to make sure that you talk to our staff, and we're willing to do everything we can to make sure that you.
Yes, we want to be compliant.
So let's go back, though. I want to backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
There are other violations that are that I'm concerned with, and let's start with the first violation on July 5th, 2025. It sounds like you're making an admission on this. This is an alterations violation. Also, dealing with that, you're saying that's you're going to try to fix that issue, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, the violation that was on September 13th, cooperation. Mr. Ali, were you the one that spoke to someone from the establishment and told Inspector Brown that she couldn't return into the?
No, I haven't talked to any inspectors.
Okay, that wasn't you. Somebody.
No.
You don't know who that person called.
Well, neither one of us
Did
was
it?
present that day, and from my understanding, we wasn't even operating. We wasn't open yet for business at that time. I don't know
What
exactly-
time was that? What time was that?
Mr. Cotton, somebody was called.
But what were they called for? What time was that?
They said a lawyer.
Hold on. We got to do one at a time.
Okay.
I asked a question though. Were you the one that was called at the time when
No, I wasn't the one that was called. So they called that lawyer, not a person.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Go ahead. Did you have something to say, Inspector Brown?
No,
Can I ask what time did this happen?
this was after 6, after we came on for duty.
Okay, because we're not even open by 6, so I don't know if it was a cleaning staff there. I'm not sure because we're not open that early.
The gentleman that was there said he said he had 2 sons and he introduced me to a niece that was in the kitchen. But
Oh, it might have been my fiance. I'm not sure.
when I got there, he was coming in and the gentleman let me in.
Okay, yeah, we don't even open that early, so maybe that's why he didn't let you. I'm not sure.
I was
'Cause
I was
here.
inside and I asked him to see his license.
Okay.
He gave me his license and I said, well,
Driver's license or the
no,
liquor
the
license?
liquor license.
Okay.
So when I told him and I asked him to call the licensee, he said, I
That's
can't
me.
call her because
Yeah, my
she's
dad
out of
just
town
passed.
because her dad passed. I said,
Yeah.
okay, so are you going to sign? He said, no.
I
said,
don't know why he didn't do that. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. I said, well, wait here. I said, you wait here. I'm going to go get my clipboard and I'm going to come back and I'm going to write the violation because it's
I don't think he
non-cooperation.
understood the protocols. He's not normally there. If he's there cleaning up and stuff like that. So he doesn't deal with day-to-day operation.
So, Ms. Ali, Mr. Cotton, I need you guys to go back and talk to your staff, and they need to understand when any one of our staff members, agents, or inspectors come, they have to
Let you
comply.
guys in.
They have to comply, yeah.
Yes.
Make sure that you go back and do that. We don't want to keep coming back here on these violations.
Yes, sir.
And I see that in the past you have, I see 2 violations on here in 2025. Yeah. So we don't want to keep racking up these violations, you know,
No, we
as
don't.
after a while if that keeps happening. Any questions, commissioners?
No questions.
No questions? You have any questions? No questions. No questions. Okay. I'm ready to move forward. Based on the charging documents, the testimony that was given today, I find that there was a violation of Rule 4.181 alterations on July 5th, 2025. I find that there was a violation of Rule 4.182 alterations on July 5th, 2025. Also find a violation of Rule 3.02A cooperation on September 13th, 2025. And I find a violation of Rule 4.181 alterations and a violation of Rule 4.182 alterations, both on September 22nd, 2025. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 violations. I find a fine of $250 for each of those violations, and 30 days to pay on that. And you are going to go back and talk to your staff.
Yes.
I was lenient on the September 13th violation. We don't like that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I concur with the chair on violation Rule 4.181 alterations on July 5th, violation of Rule 4.18, number 2, alterations on July 5th, and violation of 3.02A, incorporation on September 13th, violation of Rule 4.181, alteration on September 22nd, and lastly, I find the violation of Rule 4.18, 2 alterations on September 22nd, and the amount of $250 each, for each violations being $250 and 30 days to pay.
I also find that you've been in violation of Rule 4.181 alterations on July the 5th. I find that you've been in violation of Rule 4.182 alterations on July the 5th. I also find violation of Rule 3.02A in response to cooperation, refusal of entry. Find you're in violation of Rule 4.181 alterations on September the 22nd, excuse me. I find you are in violation of 4.182 alterations on September the 22nd. Total of 5 violations in the amount of $250 each, with 30 days to pay.
Ms. Russell?
I call the exhibits for the record. Board Exhibit 1, violation report, Agent Chase. 2, fire prevention annual permit. 3 through 4, photos. 5, photo of license. 6, service request summary dated 7/5/2025. 7, violation report, Agent Brown, dated 9/13/25. 8, violation report, Agent Perez. 9, photo. 10, service request summary dated 9/22/25.
Ms. Ali and Mr. Cotton, you know our agents and our inspectors are going to be coming out there more. So please go back and talk with our staff before you leave, okay?
Who should we ask for?
He's going to lead you right
Oh,
to it.
okay. Okay, can I just say one thing? So the alterations, if we had a permit to do the deck, how do we?
You can talk to Executive Secretary Page. He's right there off the record, and
Okay.
he's gonna get you what you need to move forward, okay? But
So I'm still getting fined even though I did have a permit to start the project?
discuss that way. It's right there. He's
Okay.
standing right there to talk to you about it, okay?
Thank
Right
you
there.
so much.
Yeah, answer
All right,
questions.
have a good day.
The hearing's concluded with this, yes. All right, thank you, guys. Next.
Mr. Chair, just a clarifying question regarding the, your findings for case 9, Castle Seafood at 3720 Potee Street. Did you want the 5-month suspension to begin today or some other date?
No, it begins today.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, moving on. Case 11, Andrew Wheeler, Locals Only, Baltimore LLC, trading as Locals Only, 25 East Cross Street, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on August 3rd, 2025. Violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on August 30th, 2025. Violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on September 16, 2025. In violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on October 5th, 2025. Please come forward.
If the commission, please, Frank Solis, representing the licensee. As far as the violations go,
Is this going to be an admission or is this going to be a contested hearing?
I'm sorry, sir.
Is this going to be an admission or a contested hearing?
An admission with a lot of mitigation.
Okay, all right.
If there is. Yes, we have no choice but to admit the violations under the way the law is stated. Now I'll give you a history of the place. This place was called Tisjack Egg Trading as Palm. At that time, in 2023, I filed an application for live entertainment with the Zoning Commission and with the Liquor Board. I sent this in as an exhibit, and it was granted. Unfortunately, at the time of the hearings, I had a medical problem, and I did not attend either hearing. It was all on the consent docket. So I didn't attend. Another attorney attended for me. So everything was granted, and I have, if you don't have the documents, I have them here. Do you need them?
I believe we have the documents. I have the documents.
Oh, you have them?
They're in evidence, yeah.
Thank you. So a letter came to me when I got home from the hospital, which has nothing to do with it other than it was a decision. And on the bottom, it clearly states that within 1 year, you will go to the zoning and perfect the use. Well, I didn't do it. So then there came a time that this gentleman purchased the place from my other client, and I filed an application for the transfer. And Kirsten called to my attention that didn't have live entertainment on the license.
And that was December of 2024, the transfer?
Yes, before the transfer.
And you have here Mr. Wheeler next to you, is that, okay.
Yeah, she told me clearly. So I immediately tried to find out what happened. Well, when I went to zoning commission, we were about 6 weeks late past the year. So I talked to Mr. Ville and everything, and I asked him if it could be extended or waived, and it didn't work out to extend it or waive. So then I called Mr. Kadensky, and Mr. Kadensky, this is dated January 23rd of this year, attempted to get it before the zoning board on appeal. We have all these documents here. So when we went to try to take an appeal, February 3rd came around with the new computer system, and what used to be extremely easy turned into a nightmare that is not resolved to this day. So I have been unable, Mr. Kadensky has been unable, and Mr. Hurdle has been unable to file an appeal so we can get it before the zoning board so he can become legal again. That's my mitigation. What?
Legal again? You mean legal for the first time since he's gotten his license? Is that what you mean?
I'm sorry, sir.
You said legal again.
Well, I say legal again because it goes with the premises, as I understand it. So there was, at one time, we had legal permission, although I failed to follow through. I just blew it.
I understand that.
So then, but the major problem is, sir, that I'm trying desperately, and two other lawyers are trying desperately to get it before the zoning board, and the system just doesn't allow for it. So now, this is in Federal Hill. This is around the Cross Street Market. Most of the places have live entertainment. It's a C1. It's a conditional use, but it's all we got to do is get it before the zoning commission to get a decision and then come back here and get reapproval. But we can't.
Can you address, though, why the violations keep coming? August 3rd, August 30th, September 16th, and October 5th, given your licensee, your client knows that they can't do this?
We admit that, sir, and it is something that shouldn't have been done. So he tried different things. Because he had a turntable in there, the inspectors, while you're doing disc jockey. So he tried just doing other things without a disc jockey. Nobody's talking or anything, just playing records. But even that is illegal under the law. So another thing that you can do, but it's still illegal, is with the telephone, you can call up things on your, how does that work, Andy? I don't know. Spotify, something like
Bluetooth,
that.
using
I
Spotify,
can't use
the
the
speakers.
computer.
So I just want you to, I wanted you to address the why. Is it, I mean, do you want your client to testify? Because I want to address why the constant violations. If you know that you can't do these things, it seems like they are doing it over and over again. I understand the hurdles that you're having with getting it. So I want to know, when I see it once or twice, I can understand that.
Sir, you're exactly right. But the simple answer is paying the rent. That's what it's all about, paying the rent. When everybody around you has it, when everybody around you is using it, and you're trying to get it, but can't, through no fault of your own, but because it's not available, you get a little exasperated.
Everyone else is doing it.
Well, not everyone, but most of the places down there, yes. So you're not competitive. You're losing. You're going to go out of business. You're going to go bankrupt.
I understand. Okay. And you're just proffering. Your client's not going to testify, correct? You're proffering?
If you want to hear from him,
It's your case. Whatever you'd like to do, it's your case. You can proffer if you want, or you can put them on. It's your case.
you want to testify, or you want to be a proffer? What do you want to do?
Can we talk for 1 second?
He wants to say a couple of things.
Do you need a second to talk to your counsel?
Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Don't say
No.
that. We'll proffer. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, may I be sworn in to speak?
Yes.
You swear affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Identify yourself, please.
Hi, David McGinnis, Chief Inspector, Baltimore City Liquor Board. I just wanted to, went through permits, permit history. There's a permit placeholder. It's 25 TMP 083694 to add live entertainment. When it has a TMP number, that means it's simply a placeholder. That application has not even been submitted to the permit office for review. Because it is a conditional use, it would have to be submitted for review, and at that time, it would be referred up to the BMZA to actually hold the hearing. So we can't get to any of those steps until they actually submit the permit. So the permit itself is approximately 2 months old.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Permit dated 1/10/23 by Melvin Kudensky.
Can I see it? Oh, thank you, it's fine. The water bottles are closed, it's fine. Oh, you did? Okay. All right, so what date did,
He didn't like it.
this says 1/23/2025.
What's that permit number, sir?
Would you like to see it? You can
Yes, please.
approach and-
Conditional use.
I will say one thing, when we went down, the appeals thing was locked up. We couldn't even get in. Had a sign on the door, call for an appointment.
Let me see. Yes, sir. It looks like, this is a conditional use application, which would have to been submitted, but if the hearing wasn't ever held or they failed to appear, none of this would have been valid or issued.
No, we didn't appear. They never took it.
They never took
They
it.
never
Okay.
said anything, and it was never scheduled.
Are you admitting this into evidence, or is this your copy? Do you want this, or are you admitting this into evidence? Okay, so is this our copy or not? Are you admitting it or not? Okay. Or we can make a copy if you need before you leave, if you need. Okay, if you want to admit it.
And sir, the most recent issued use permit for this property, if that was a 2023 application, use 2024 52605, continue to use premises as a restaurant tavern with no live entertainment, outdoor seating, and only on the rooftop deck. So the issued use permit in 2024 was for no live entertainment. That would be the most recent use permit.
That is, I think I understood what he said. I filed the application for transfer, and Kirsten called me and said there's no live entertainment on the present license, so you have to go to the zoning board, which is what prompted all of the activity with Mr. Ville and everything, trying to get it reinstated. And then that application that I just handed you is what was used to try to take it upstairs to the appeals, but it didn't work.
Any questions from the commissioners?
No question.
Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
We're ready to make a ruling on this matter. Based on the charging documents, the testimony that was given today, the proffer made by counsel, the exhibit, I guess, that was admitted into the record, I do find a violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization, a violation of, that was on August 3rd, 2025. I find a violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on August 30th, 2025. I found a violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on September 16, 2025. I also find a violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on October 5th, 2025. My concern is that your client keeps doing this over and over and over. And the excuse, I understand the difficulty licensee is having with attempting to get live entertainment, but everyone else is doing it is not an excuse, so it's not adequate, I guess, mitigation. We need the licensee to stop doing it until everything's in order. And I hate that I don't see any other violations on here in the past, I don't think, that you're racking them all up at one time. Your counsel, that's why I asked your counsel at the time if he would like, because now we're giving our ruling. I mean, you can speak, but it's not, pertinent to it. But that's why I asked earlier, because I think it's important for us to know what's going on, and why it's going on. But I'm going to issue on each one of these a $750 fine for each of the violations. Hopefully, this is not going to happen again. 30 days to pay. It's going to have to.
Sir, did you say for each violation?
For each violation. There's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 violations. Yes.
There's no chance of lowering that fine. That's a pretty serious fine for somebody that's trying to make it. And already has this adversarial thing, which is if I could have gotten an application in, and I still can't, and Mr. Hurdle says he thinks he's found a way that you file for something you don't want, and then they deny that, and you take the appeal and amend it. But I haven't figured that one out yet. So this, what can we do if you've got a system that's broken and you cannot comply with the law, even though you're making every attempt other than stopping? Give us a break. You know, I mean, really, somebody's got to give the man a break.
Your argument was very clear. And my concern is not really with the attempts that you and council have been making, and I understand there are issues. My concern and the reason for, and the other commissioners haven't ruled on what their decision is, but the reasoning behind the fine that I chose in this one is mostly because there are multiple violations.
We promise not to do it.
August 3rd, August 30th, September 16th, and October 5th. That's the only reason, that's the sole reason why the fine is what I stated at $750 each. And that's something that I know that I hope that your client can take care of within 30 days if the other commissioners agree with.
Well, you're an attorney, sir. Think of Rule 1. If he gives it to you, I don't get it.
Great arguments, though. I understand, Commissioner.
What's the amount? Is it 700 or 7?
I did 750. So
I concur with the chairman. I fine for violation rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on August the 3rd, and oppose a fine of 750. Fine for violation rule 4.14 on August the 30th. For live entertainment without authorization, $750. I also fine in violation of rule 4.14 for live entertainment without authorization on September the 16th for $750. I also fine in rule violation of 4.14 for live entertainment without authorization on October the 5th, and impose a fine of $750 with 30 days to pay.
I also concur. I find that you have violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on August the 3rd. I find violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on August the 30th. I find violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on September the 16th. And I find violation of Rule 4.14, live entertainment without authorization on October the 5th. Total of 4 violations, $750 each, and needing to be paid in 30 days.
This is not an indictment on the withdrawal of the live entertainment in it. This is more on the repeated nature of offense with your client knowing. I just want you to understand that.
I understand. I was just wondering if we get a payment plan.
I would have asked the same thing if I was in your position. Ms. Russell?
And exhibits for the record, Board Exhibit 1, Violation Report, Inspector Brown, 2 through 3 photos, 4 Violation Report, Agent Tudhope, 5 photos, 6 Violation Report, Agent Chase, 7 through 11 photos, 12 Violation Report, Agent Chase, 13 through 15 photos, 16 Zoning Resolution dated 9/30/22, 17 Liquor Board Hearing Disposition dated 2/23/23, and 18 Conditional Use Authorization Application for Zoning.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, just one note, Mr. Shawless, your client should submit the application for live entertainment with us while you are navigating that process. You can do it simultaneously, and you should. You just won't get it final authorization from the board until you get that from BMZA.
Been trying for a year with zoning and have got.
He
Talk to Executive
Mr.
Secretary Page
Page
right
will
now,
help.
and he's going to help you move through.
Final case of the day. Ramesh Chander Suri, Roshni LLC, trading as Monumental Liquors, 2125 East Monument Street, Class A beer, wine, and liquor license. Violation of Rule 4.052, prohibited hours, on July 17, 2025, open and operating before 9 a.m. Please come forward.
Good afternoon now. Can you raise your right hand and get sworn in and identify yourself?
Do you swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I
Can you state your name and then spell it?
Poonam Suri. P for Peter, O, N for Nancy, A for Apple, M for Mary.
Okay. Is this going to be an admission of the violation, or are you challenging the violation?
No, I'm not challenging it.
It's admission.
They made a stupid mistake, but 4 minutes opening before 9 o'clock is not that. I mean, the clock we have on the wall said 9, they opened it, but now I made sure they opened with the time on the lottery machine. So that's all I can say.
Okay. All right. Inspector Jordan?
They were cooperative. We had no issues.
It's 4 minutes. Have you been back to the establishment after the fact?
Not to do monitoring of their hours. We haven't done anything like that recently.
Okay. I see one violation in the past, right here, or 2 violations, but all on the same day. Okay. And this was all, trying to see the date. I think I wrote over the date. Has it been a while?
Maybe 8 to 10 years ago.
It's been a little violation.
I don't know what to say about this 4 minutes. I mean, how many customers you'll get in 4 minutes? The clock said 9, and I told them this time to not open until you see time on the lottery machine. That's all I can say. It's a stupid mistake.
Based on the charging documents, the testimony that was given today, I do find a violation of Rule 4, and your admission that you made today, I do find a violation of Rule 4.052, prohibited hours. It does seem like it was a small mistake and that taking it very seriously. You talked to your staff. I'll do a nominal fee, fine of $100 and 3 days of pay.
Mr. Chair. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is under the new law where it's a mandatory $1,000.
$1,000. I am so sorry. Moving kind of fast, and we went into the afternoon already. Do you see it right here in my notes? The mandatory minimum fee on this one is $1,000. The law changed.
Oh my God,
I
it's
know.
only 4 minutes, ma'am. It's not that I'm making a huge money in 4 minutes or the customers are falling in 4 minutes. I mean, it's just like this violation in like 8 to 10 years.
May I?
You know, it's not that I'm doing, and I think my husband was very nice with her. My employee was there at that time.
If I may say something, by the time we got to, we were doing it all over that area. So by the time we got to the location, we were surprised to see so much traffic already by that time. There was already numerous people inside and people coming out. We have pictures. So it seemed like they had been operating for more than 4 minutes, and we keep it uniform. Then we can't let a few minutes go, because if we do, then what are the other establishments in the area? We have to keep it uniform.
Thank you, Inspector Jordan. Testimony's over. We made our ruling. I made my ruling on the case, but I just wanted to make it clear that I can't give a fine less than $1,000, even though it. So that's
It's
why
fine.
that you're getting that fine. Please monitor your.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So that's my ruling on this case. Thank you.
That's fine.
I concur with the chair. I find a violation of Rule 4.05 to prohibit hours on July the 17th, 2025, and impose a fine of $1,000.
I also concur. I find that you have a violation of Rule 4.052, prohibited hours on July the 17th, with a fine of $1,000 payable in 30 days.
Ms. Russell?
I close exhibits for the record. Board Exhibit 1, Violation Report, Agent Tudhope, 2 through 4, photos.
Good luck to you.
Thank
you. Have a good day.
There being no further business before this board, the board is in recess until Thursday, November 6, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. We are adjourned.